I think it's coming. I think Clinton, you can continue.
Okay, sir. It is imperative that parents, teachers, and school develop an arrangement together to ensure a good beginning. Most of the parents, and especially the new ones, are very apprehensive of the system followed in the school. To address this apprehension, TSC, as a practice, organizes an orientation program wherein the curriculum for the academic year is introduced to the parents. We sincerely hope that by the end of this orientation program, we would have succeeded in familiarizing the parents with the curriculum, teaching methodologies, and the evaluation pattern followed in grades 3, 4, and 5. The life of a human is just not about himself, but what he has to offer to the society. We fondly remember our beloved founder chairman, Sri P. Madhusudan Rao sir, who was a noble man with a character of great heights, a man of commitment to the cause of education and progress of society at large, a visionary, an optimist, and a goal setter. He was a well-known philanthropist who was driven by huge compassion and the extraordinary capacity of a human spirit. His ultimate object was to extend quality education to students, and he often said to the teachers, "You take care of our children and we will take care of you." To chronicle his accomplishments, words run short. Though he is not amongst us today, we promise to put in all our efforts and stay committed to achieve what he dreamt for DSC. We pray our respectable reverence to his memory. And now, without further ado, I would like to introduce and welcome our esteemed dignitaries. First and foremost, let me introduce and welcome the chairperson of DSC Group of Institutions, Shilpa Ravi ma'am. She has been a constant source of motivation and our greatest pillar of strength. A warm welcome to you, ma'am. With immense pleasure, we welcome our Treasurer, Secretary, Ms. Rama Devi ma'am. She is the spearhead who has most graceful and inspiring persona. Her firm beliefs and excellent planning skills have always been the backbone of our institution. Hearty welcome to you, ma'am. We are overwhelmed to welcome the lady who persistently amidst success, our academic director, Shashi ma'am. She is the role model for many of us and our foundation and anchor who works endlessly in maintaining the high standards of our institution. We cordially welcome this visionary. It's my privilege to welcome our vibrant administrator, Ms. Rashmi ma'am. She is a perfectionist and achieves any possible target with her dedication and hard work. We are indeed fortunate to have an outstanding administrator in her. A hearty welcome to you, ma'am. Great leaders don't tell you what to do, they show you how it's done. Team BSE is privileged to have him as a captain, a man who needs no introduction. Let's welcome the man of an invisible spirit, Principal of DSE Attapur, Mr. Augustine Thomas. We welcome you, sir.
Thank you, ma'am.
Proficient, firm, skillful, highly gifted and well respected is our Vice Principal and Coordinator of Grades 9 and 10, Miss Malati Ramakrishna. A warm welcome to you, ma'am.
Thank you, Rajkumari ma'am. Thank you so much.
A lady of numerous capacities coupled with hard work and dedication. A hearty welcome to the versatile and diligent Headmistress and Coordinator of Grades 7 and 8. Miss Lakshmi Gauri, we welcome you, ma'am. Diligent and hardworking, a person who is multi-talented and a silent worker. A hearty welcome to Miss Siji Alexander, the Coordinator of Grades 5 and 6. A warm welcome to you, ma'am. A person having good organizational skills, attention to detail and a perfectionist. We welcome Miss Pramola, Coordinator of Grades 3 and 4. Hearty welcome to you, ma'am.
Thank you, Rajkumari ma'am.
Adaptability, empathy and excellent time management skills are her forte. We cordially welcome Miss Vandana Srivastav, Coordinator of Grades 1 and 2. A warm welcome to you, ma'am. Someone who is very warm, friendly and a great team player. We have Coordinator of Pre-Primary, Miss Farzana Khan. A hearty welcome to you, ma'am. Her dynamism and excellent IT knowledge always enlightens us. We welcome our IT head, Miss Veena. A warm welcome to you, ma'am. Here is our admin manager, Miss Sharika. A hearty welcome to you, ma'am. The prime role of the head of the department is to provide strong academic leadership. Let me introduce and welcome the HODs of various departments. English is headed by Miss Lakshmi Gauri. Hindi is headed by Miss Manisha. Telugu is headed by Miss Vijayarani. Math is headed by Mr. Praveen. Science is headed by Miss Tabassum. Social Science is headed by Mr. Rupesh. IT by Miss Veena. HOD of Physical Education, Mr. Sudhakar. HOD of BPA, Miss Sujana. A warm welcome to all of you. Exceptional listening and observation skills, working with empathy and sympathy. We welcome our counselor, Miss Abhinava Sindhu. Hearty welcome to you, ma'am. Before we proceed further, I would like to inform our parents that we will be delighted to address your concerns and queries. You are requested to post your queries in the class WhatsApp groups. I repeat, you are requested to post your queries in the class WhatsApp groups. A bon voyage is not possible without an able captain. May I now invite our beloved principal, Mr. Augustine Thomas, who ensure relentless efforts to run the school smoothly and efficiently, to begin the proceedings. Over to you, sir.
Thank you, Rajkumari ma'am. Good morning, dear parents and students. I hope you all had a wonderful vacation and waiting to come back to school. We are also waiting for you to come back to school. A lot of renovation, new basketball court and other facilities are waiting to invite you or to welcome you to the school. And I'm sure You all must have come to know about our school results. I'm extremely delighted to inform each one of you that we had an excellent result in the board examinations. Our student Ganesh Sri Sai Pavan topped the school with 98.2%. Hearty congratulations, Ganesh. And second topper is Ashna Sumugi. She scored 98%. Congratulations, Ashna. And third toppers are Akshayani and Abhinandan. Hearty congratulations, Akshayani and Abhinandan. And also you can see around 30 plus students scoring above 90%. Hearty congratulations to all the students. And also I would like to congratulate the teachers, students, and the parents working so hard to bring out these wonderful results. And we have the school subject toppers. English, we have two children with 99 out of 100. Hindi, we have got three children who scored 99 out of 100. Telugu, we have one child who scored 99 out of 100. And standard mathematics, we have 5 students who scored 100 on 100. And maths basics, we have 98 out of 100. Science, we have 99 out of 100. 2 students scored 99. And social science, again, we have got 6 students who scored 99. And IT, we have one child who scored 100 on 100. So hearty congratulations to all the students once again. I'm sure that this year also our children are going to do extremely well. The vision of DSE is to educate young minds and foster ethical, social, and moral values through holistic learning and groom them into responsible global citizens. We focus on a holistic development of the child and bringing out the best in the child. The mission of DSE is striving relentlessly to realize the vision by making the best use of quality infrastructure, vital resources, and committed faculty. And I'm sure, and I'm assure you also, everything is in place to achieve our vision. Any organization to function smoothly, we need to have certain rules and regulations. And once these things are followed, then any organization will function smoothly. And DSE also has got a few rules and regulations which would help us to function better. To get the best from the school for your ward, parents are required to cooperate with the institution in its attempt to help children progress by paying attention to their regularity, punctuality, discipline, and take interest in their child's work. It is very important that children are regular, punctual, and disciplined. Then we can achieve the desired goal. Parents should check the almanac every day and note the homework and other instructions given and provide conducive environment for studies at home. Dear parents, this is very, very important that we need to create a conducive environment for the child to study. It should be noise free. Child should be able to concentrate on his or her work. So I request all the parents to take this seriously so that the child can do his studies better. Should there be any concern about your ward's progress, it is advisable to write to the segment coordinator about the problems and seek guidance. Your letters, mails will be replied to after discussion with the concerned teacher or teachers. If there is we are always open for your suggestions. Should you face any kind of problem, feel free to contact the segment coordinator or any one of us. We are always ready to extend our helping hand for the betterment of the students. Attendance less than 85% may result in detention. It is also kindly note that children should be regular to school. If the child is not having 80% of attendance, he or she will be detained. So please plan your programs during the vacation, not during working days. Students will not be allowed to go home during school hours. Parents are advised not to make any social engagements or medical appointments during working hours. To ensure better discipline, parents are requested not to send their ward to school on the day they have such appointments. Kindly make note of this point. This is very, very important. We have already informed you, but still parents come for permissions. But permissions will not be granted to go home during working hours. If you have got any kind of engagements, you please take a leave, but we will not be sending the child back home during working hours. Once the child reaches school, child will be sent back to home only once the school is over. So please note this point. If you have got any kind of appointments, please don't send the child to school. Date of birth given at the time of admission will not be changed under any circumstances. I think self-explanatory it is, will not change the date of birth. A copy of the Aadhaar card and caste certificate of your ward must be submitted in order that the details of the students are entered in the UDIS, that is Unified District Information System for Education, used by the Indian government to collect and manage data related to schools and students. The caste certificate is also required for grade 9 CBSE registration and will be used while mentioning the caste of the student at the time of issuing the transfer certificate after completing grade 10. So it is important that you submit the Aadhaar card and also caste certificate at the time of admission. This year, the central government has started to issue PEN number, permanent education number. We can generate the PEN number only if we have the Aadhaar number of the student. So parents, if you are there, please submit the Aadhaar card of your child at the earliest so that we can generate the permanent education number, that is PEN number. The government will be pulling out the data based on PEN number. So those parents who are not submitted, please submit the copy of Aadhaar card. If your ward is suffering from any contagious disease, he or she will not be permitted to attend the school until a medical certificate is produced. Please don't send the child to school if the child is suffering from any contagious disease. And once the child rejoins, kindly get the medical certificate. A leave application on A4 sheet duly supported by a medical certificate should be submitted to the homeroom teacher for sick leave of more than 3 days. The same should be mailed to the principal and coordinator. If the child is absent more than 3 days, you are requested to send a mail to the principal and the coordinator regarding the absence of the child. Please take care of the personal hygiene of your ward. ensure he or she is well groomed every day. Very, very important. Please ensure that the child comes neatly dressed to school, well groomed every day. So it is the responsibility of the parents to see that the child is well groomed and sent to school. Students are allowed to use the school telephone only in case of emergency. Parents can leave a message with the front office executive in case of an emergency. The student will not be called to attend any phone call from the class. So will not call the students to attend the phone calls. A student is permitted to leave the school premises in emergency only if he or she has a gate pass which may be collected from the front office with the permission of the principal, vice principal, or headmistress. In case of emergency, if the child needs to leave the school campus, she or he needs to collect the gate pass from the front office. Parents are not permitted to meet the ward or teachers during the working hours. They are refrained from entering classrooms during class hours. Please don't meet the child or the teachers during working hours, and you are not expected to go to the classrooms during school hours. Parents will receive SMS from school regarding important information. The prescribed school uniform should be worn on all days. If the child is not in proper uniform, he or she will be sent back home unless there is a written communication from the parent stating a valid reason. Children are expected to be in the proper uniform. If you find the child is not in proper uniform, child will be sent back. The school is not responsible for the loss of any personal property. However, inquiries can be made at the lost and found counter, that is stationery. If anything is lost, kindly get in touch with the stationery in charge. ID card should be worn every day by all students. Duplicate ID cards will be issued on payment of ₹100. So ID card and the school almanac are to be brought daily to school. Please ensure that only vegetarian food is sent for snacks and lunch. Please note this point. During lunch or snacks, only vegetarian food is sent, because we have a number of students who don't eat non-veg. So it is advised that you send the children with vegetarian snacks and lunch. Students should carry their lunch with them in the morning itself. Parents will not be permitted to deliver the same at school. This is another important point. You will have to send your lunch boxes in the morning along with the child. Parents are not supposed to deliver later on. Please don't pick up quarrel or any arguments with the security guard. They are instructed not to collect the lunch boxes. So please send the lunch boxes along with the child in the morning itself. To ensure the safety of students, attendee cards must be shown at the gate during dispersal and also at the alighting point for students who avail school transport. This is another important thing to keeping view of the safety of the children. Parents or the attendants are to bring the attendee card. Please don't pick up arguments with the staff again. It is for the safety of the children. So whenever you come to pick up the child, please bring the attendee cards. Parents are requested not to drop their wards at school before 8:10 a.m. and on transport, students must be picked up by 3:15 p.m. after which the school will not be held responsible for the safety of your ward. So please see that you don't drop your child before 8:10 a.m. and the children should be picked up by 3:15 p.m. because after that, the PTs and other staff will have various duties. So you are requested to pick up your child by 3:15 and not to drop the child before 8:10 a.m. Assist and guide your ward in doing his or her homework. It's another important thing. It is to assist, help the child. You are not expected to do the homework of your child, but help them, guide them how to go about. All circulars will be uploaded in the parent mobile app. No hard copy of the same will be issued to the students. School rules. Students are expected to be on time to school. That is 8:30. They should reach the school latest by 8:30 a.m. School gate will be closed at 8:30 a.m. Latecomers will be sent home after issuing 3 warnings. Kindly avoid arguments and explanation in such cases. It is very important that we inculcate punctuality among students. So please see that the child reaches school before 8:30 a.m. Every student should carry the almanac to school and wear his or her ID card. Moving from one classroom to the other between periods should be done in silence and in an orderly manner. They should move in silence in an orderly manner. Students should always be clean and neatly dressed. School uniform should be worn on all working days, PTMs and school functions. Students who are slovenly or not in proper uniform will be sent home. I've already explained to you. And children are supposed to come in school uniform during PTMs. I see some students, they are not coming. So please ensure that they come in school uniform for the PTM. Boys should get their hair trimmed at regular intervals. Girls with shoulder length or long hair should make 2 plaits using black bands. A hair band or neat ponytail should be spotted for very short or short hair. Fancy haircut for boys is strictly prohibited. No fancy haircut. We need to follow uniform style of this one, cutting, haircut. I don't want any children to have fancy hairstyles during school hours or the academic tenure. Religious dress, leggings, traditional headgear, and streaking of hair for girls are strictly prohibited. Fancy earrings, tattoos, mehendi, nail paints, etc. are not allowed. Okay, I think it is, we need to come in proper uniform. No other dress is permitted when you are attending the school. And fancy earrings, tattoos, mehendi, nail paints are not allowed. Students are required to speak only in English within the school premises. Use of foul language, obscene gestures, racial and disrespectful language or actions will not be encouraged. Fighting, hitting, or assaulting anyone will have serious consequences. They are expected to speak only in English and they need to use decent language, no fighting or assaulting anyone. The school reserves the right to suspend students whose conduct is deemed harmful to other students after 3 written warnings. So the school has the right to suspend the children if they don't behave properly. Students should take pride in maintaining the school property. Any damage is liable to be penalized. Littering inside the bus and throwing things through the window of the bus is strictly prohibited. They need to take care of the school property, behave well in the school bus, and also any damage is penalized. No expensive or fancy articles, electronic gadgets, cell phone should be brought to school. Wearing of watches till grade 8 is strictly prohibited and will be confiscated and given only at the end of the academic year. Students of grades 9th and 10th may wear only non-digital watches. No expensive or fancy articles. No watches too. Another important point, distribution of only one sweet or toffee per student is allowed on a birthday. One toffee or sweet. Students from nursery to grade 10 can come in civil dress with decent outfits on their birthdays. Children can come in civil dress with decent outfits. Birthday celebrations, takeaway, and distribution of return gifts to the class is strictly prohibited. No celebrations, no takeaway, gifts, any of those things. If you want, however, a book or a sapling can be donated to the school, which will be duly acknowledged. No return gifts, please. No celebration in the school. One toffee or a sweet can be distributed in the classroom. Children can come in civil dress on their birthdays. Students who come to school with their attendance should not leave before the attendant arrives. In case of delay, they should report the school office. This is another important point, dear parents. Please instruct your child not to leave the school campus if you are not reached on time. Tell them to wait for you or wait for the attendant. Not to leave with their friends, neighbors, relatives, or anybody. So please instruct without your coming or the attendant coming, they shall not leave the campus. If you are late to pick up the child, please report in the school office so that we'll ask the child to be seated in the administrative block. Bullying is strictly prohibited inside the school premises. Strict action will be taken against those who indulge in bullying. New initiatives. Of course, we have started last year. This year also, we are continuing with the health basics in school healthcare partner for your kids. We have a full-time nurse here to take care of the students if there is any kind of injuries that happens in the school. And we also have doctors in contact in case of emergency. And also we are e-library we have started. I request the parent to engage the students to read the books. That is very, very important. When they start reading, they grow. And e-library can be accessed from home also. So please encourage your children to read a number of books. And we have a list of holidays. Kindly go through list of holidays. Please plan your vacation according to the holidays, like vacation or medical checkup, whatever it is. Please plan accordingly so that the child does not miss the school. We have 17th June, that is coming Monday, we have the Bakrid. 17th July, we have Muharram. 29th July, we have Bonalu. 16th August, we have Varalakshmi Pradam. 19th August, we have Raksha Bandhan. 26th August, we have Janmashtami. 7th September, we have Ganesh Chaturthi. These are the list of holidays for term 1. Then term 2, we have 17th September, Miladun Nabi and Ganesh Immersion Day. 2nd October, Wednesday, we have Gandhi Jayanti. And 3rd to 12th October, we have first term vacation. Please note this. 3rd October to 12th October, we have the term 1 vacation. So please plan your out of station trip or any kind of functions during the first term vacation. Then we have got 1st November, Diwali, 15 November, we have Guru Nanak Jayanti. 25th December, we have Christmas. 26th December, we have Boxing Day. 1st January, we have New Year. 13th to 16th January, we have winter break. It's another continuous holiday, so please plan your vacation accordingly. 26th February, we have Mahashivratri. 14th March, we have Holi. 31st March, we have Eid ul Fitr. 5th April, we have Babu Jagajeevan Rao Jayanti. 11th April, we have Good Friday. And 14th April, we have Dr. Ambedkar Jayanti. These are the term 2 holidays. Please plan accordingly. And we have key contacts. Yeah, we have the mail ID of Ms. B. Shashikala, Academic Director. We have got Ms. P.G. Rashmi, Administrator. Mr. Agustin Thomas, Principal. So those key contacts are there. So suppose you have any problem, you can mail them. And you have the lead team, the coordinators, Vice Principal and Headmisters. Okay. So Ms. Malati Ramakrishna, Vice Principal and Coordinator Grade 9th and 10th. Ms. Lashmi Gauri, Headmistress, Coordinator Grade 7th and 8th. Ms. C.G. Alexander, Coordinator for Grades 5 and 6. Ms. Deva Pramola, Coordinator for Grades 3 and 4. Ms. Vandana Srivastav, Coordinator for Grades 1 and 2. Ms. Farsana Khan, Coordinator for Pre-Primary. So we have coordinators. If you have any kind of concerns, please mail your concern to these coordinators. And we have got admin manager, Ms. Sharika, her number and mail ID is there. Front office, Ms. Janet, her mail ID is there and phone number, admissions, accounts and feedback. If you want give any kind of feedback, you may send your mail to feedback.at@dschyd.com. So these are the key contacts that we have. Dear parents, I request all of you will be issuing the school almanac. Kindly go through and you have got the student profile and details, all those things. And also rules and regulations, holidays, whatever I told, everything is given. Month-wise also you have the activities, exams, everything is there. So kindly go through. Please don't tell I didn't know that exam is there, that's why I booked my ticket. Before booking the ticket, kindly go through. If you have got any doubts, please get in touch with us. We'll be able to tell you when the exams are going to be there. So please go through the almanac. We'll be giving it on 12th itself. So go through, fill up all the details of the child and also read and understand the rules and regulations. These are all things which would help us to function in an efficient manner. So I request all of you to go through. And I'm sure that we are going to have a wonderful and fruitful year ahead. Thank you for your cooperation. I'm sure that with your cooperation, we shall go ahead. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir, for giving a detailed insight into the rules and regulations and functioning of the school. I would now like to invite the grades 3 and 4 coordinator, Ms. Pramola, to throw light on the curriculum, evaluation, assessment pattern, and teaching methodologies, followed in grades 3, 4, and 5.
Thank you, Rajkumari ma'am. Thank you, Principal Sir, for refreshing all of us with school rules and policies. Good morning once again. A warm welcome, dear parents. A famous quote by John Walt: "Learning is not the product of teaching. Learning is the product of activities of learners." 。 . 。 . 。 . . . . . 。 . . . .
. . . .
。 . . .
. . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . .
。 I have immense pleasure to introduce my team who brings wealth of knowledge and dedicated teachers, who is headed by myself, Ms. Pramola, and my team consists of grade 3A Amtul, 3B Miss Sunita, 3C Nivedita, 3D Rajni, and 4A Varsha, 4B Takya, 4C Rajkumari, 4D Neelashri ma'am. And grade 5 is headed by Miss Siji Alexander, and her team consists of 5A Kirti Sharma, 5B Nageshwari, 5C Suvarna, 5D Sabina Yasmin, and 5E Archana Singh. Requesting all the parents to kindly go through the list of the teachers handling the various subjects for your ward. Curriculum and assessment pattern. The following are the list of textbooks which we follow for the academic year 2024. For grade 3 English, we follow Lavender Course Book 3, Edward publication, and we have a cursive writing book, expertised author Dolphin. And for second language Telugu, we have Jabili grade 3, which is a Telangana government publisher, and Hindi Parvesh, it's a Viva publication. And third language, Nai Bal Sulabhi Mala, Macmillan Education Publishers. And Telugu, Tenit Palukulu, which is again a Telangana government publishing book. And math, we have Perfect Math, Collins publication. And for EVS, we have The World for You and Me, Macmillan Education. Information Technology, we have CyberQuest 3 and KIPS publications, which we are going to follow this for grade 4 and 5 with the same publishers. Now, methodologies. The importance of different methodologies in school lies in their abilities to cater to the diverse needs of the students, foster critical thinking, problem solving, enhancing engagement, and preparing students for the successful in ever-changing world. As we all know, we follow various methodologies and teaching strategies to make learning more enjoyable, some of which are learning by doing. Learning by doing is an activity learning methodology based on the experience to assimilate the concepts through actions. Interactive approach. Learning is made more enjoyable and interesting through interactive teaching. It encourages the students to participate actively rather than simply sitting and listening. Active-based learning, it provides the opportunity to explore on their own and with an optimum learning environment, then learning becomes more joyful and long-lasting. Reasoning and proving. The idea behind the emphasis on reasoning and proving is that these are the key processes by which mathematical knowledge is constructed and validated. Demonstration. It is used to communicate an idea through visual aids such as charts, posters, PowerPoint presentations, etc. And we have LSRW skills. These are the 4 skills of language learning that allows an individual to comprehend and produce spoken language for proper and effective interpersonal communication. Last but not the least is the field trips. Going on field trip enhance their critical thinking skills and give students a chance to think about the topic or the theme from the different perspectives. Assessment pattern. This is one of the important part of our orientation that every parent should understand about the assessment patterns that we follow for the academic year 2024-25. We have 2 terms, term 1 and term 2. Term 1 commences from 27th March to 30th September 2024, and the second term commences from 1st October to 22nd March 25. In first term, we will be conducting written tests PT1 in the month of July, and PT2, we also call it as half yearly, in the month of September. And in the term 2, we'll be conducting PT3 in the month of January, and the annual exams or the final exams which will be conducted in the month of March. The textual evaluation grade will be based on the average of the periodic test and the term assessments for term 1 and term 2. All other skills for each subject will be assigned twice per term, and the best of 2 will be graded. This is the written part, how it is evaluated. Now for grade 3 and 4, PT1 and PT2, we will be conducting for 30 marks and the duration is 1 hour and 20 minutes. Half yearly, that is PT2 and the annual examination, will be conducted for 50 marks and the duration is for 2 hours. And it is PT1 is bifurcated into objective and subjective. Objective will be conducted for 10 marks, that is duration is 20 minutes, and the subjective is conducted for 20 marks. The duration is 1 hour. And the PT2 and the annual examination is again bifurcated into objective and subjective. Objective is conducted for 20 marks, which the duration is 30 minutes. And the subjective is conducted for 30 marks and the duration is 1.5 hours. And there is a slight difference for the grade 5, that is PT1 and 4 is conducted for 40 marks. Parent, please make a note, it is conducted for 40 marks and the duration is 1.5 hours. Again, it is bifurcated into subjective, objective. Objective is for 15 marks and the subjective is for 25 marks. PT2 and the annual examination is conducted for 60 marks and the duration is 2.5 hours. Objectives 20 marks and the subjective is 40 marks. How to answer this paper? Now, for grade 3, the objective and the subjective will be written in the question paper itself. Whereas for grade 4, the subjective and objective are written in the answer paper itself. Whereas for grade 5, subjective and objective are written in the answer paper. Art integration. Art integration encourages the cognitive and social emotional skills that children gain through art integration, enabling them to better cope with stress and hardship. CBSE has decided to take up the integration of art with education as a part of the National Curriculum Framework requirement and NCERT's recommendation to create awareness of India's vast and diverse heritage and culture. The students of grade 3 to 5 are also given an evaluative project once a term in each subject to integrate art in any form with the topic. I request all the parents to encourage the students as it is a part of their curriculum which will be evaluated. Co-scholastic activities are conducted during the academic year in 2 terms. Term 1, it will be assessment 1, which will be from 24th June to 9th September. And in term 2, assessment 2, which will be from 21st October to 14th February. These co-scholastic activities will be graded once in term 1 and term 2. Co-scholastic activities, we have various activities such as music, dance, art, games, life skills, and the activities are basketball, karate, chess, skating, Zumba, and cricket is only restricted for grade 4 and 5. These activities, basketball, all these are activities conducted on Tuesdays. Life skills. Life skills include ability to manage students' emotions, mental, physical, and healthy relationship and school performance. The ability to champion those things has a direct impact on how students feel about themselves, their emotional balance, physical health, and confidence. Life skills are graded based on the 2 parameters, that is conceptual understanding and participation. They are informally done in the class hours and graded A, B, C, that is the grade scale. WTR or Weekly Transaction Report. Parents can get an update on the concepts learned by their ward during the week through WTR. I request all the parents to kindly go through this regularly so that you can understand what the child has learned during the week. Homework schedule. This is one of the homework schedule. Every day we will be giving you 2 subject homework for the child to reinforce the concepts taught in the class. Now, at last, I would request few things the parent should note about it. Kindly ensure that the student complete his or her pending work which we have completed in the month of March and April. And please sign the almanac daily. We have tried to reduce the backload by introducing 100 pages notebook for classworks. Please check your ward's timetable and pack up accordingly to reduce the burden. Kindly send the healthy food and pack it up in 2 boxes, one for the snack box or the short break and one for the lunch break. Requesting the parents not to pack the food in the plastic as it is harmful for their health. And do not overstuff their lunch boxes as they cannot finish their lunch during the prescribed timings. My sincere request for all the parents Please do not call during the school hours as they are not supposed to use their phones, and kindly refrain from calling beyond 6 p.m. as it is a family time. In case of any emergency, parents can message, the teacher will get back to you. Please be a partner in education for the best interest of our students. Thank you. Have a wonderful day.
Thank you, ma'am, for your detailed explanation. Now, our IT associate, Ms. Shamala, will now guide you with the technical aspects of the DSC Parent Portal app.
Thank you, Rajkumari ma'am. Good morning, everyone present here. Effective communication is built on the cement of trust, and the trust is based on the trustworthiness. To adapt this in DSC, we are having a communication platforms at DSC Parent Portal app. If you are a user of Android, please download this app from the Google Play Store. If you are using Apple, you can download it from the Apple Store. Once you start typing the DSC Portal app, you can see the screen like this, DSC Parent Portal app, install it. Once if you are installing, you can see the DSC app installed over there, then kindly give allow. If you're allowing, then only you can able to access the app. Once, after allowing the app, you will get a screen like this, username and password. For that, a login credential of the app. What is a login credential? You will use it for the app. The user ID will be your enrollment ID, child's enrollment ID. And please ensure that your login ID and password is same. Here, for example, the enrollment ID of the child is 15030157. The username and the password should be same. Here you can see the username as mentioned on the screen, P underscore. If you are logging as a P underscore, obviously you will log in as a parent login, right? So kids also can log in with, if they are logging only with the enrollment ID without their P, then it will be a child login. So once if you are entering your username, whatever it is, you can get the next screen like this. If you are continuing, you can see the screen of your child. Okay, once after giving continue, you can see that so many tabs are available over there. In that we can see first announcement. In that announcement, if you are clicking the announcement, you can see what are the WTRs, as ma'am said, right? Every week you will get updations of what the concept taught in the class. You can see that WTRs in the announcement once you are clicking it. So please, it will be coming in the form of PDF. You have to download it and you have to check the weekly transaction report. Next, you can see that assignments in that. The assignments, whatever the worksheets the teachers are giving, so it will be uploaded, and that you can see that under the assignments. Next, you can see here learning option. So in that learning options, what are the master notes we are uploading it? You can see it under the files. If you are clicking it, you can see the master notes. Then you can see over here attendance. It will show the record of your child, how many days he or she is present, and the timetable. You can check your everyday timetable, your what's timetable. Based upon that, kindly pack their bags. So next, you are having class diary, as important as ma'am said, the everyday homework, whatever we are giving everyday homework, you can see it under the option class diary. You can track it, even though if the kid is absent, you can track the homework and notes, everything through this app. Next, you will have a transport information. Whatever, if you pick for the transport, it will show you the details, whatever the transport details the kid is. Next, you are having how to manage your account. If you are clicking with the manage account, you can see, suppose you are having a siblings, if you are having, so you will get 2 of the kids, you can see it over here. The manage accounts, you can see it, add sibling. If you are adding it, you can add one more kid over. Then you can see their 2 profiles over here in the login page itself. Then if you want, in the 3 dots, if you are clicking, you can see the change password also. You can change your password as we have given the one, but we are requesting you to don't change the password. Please continue to use the same password. Next, last option, if you're clicking on the 3 dots, you can see log out. If you want to log out from the app, like other apps, you can log out also. But here also a small request we are having, kindly don't log out your app, since if you're logging out, you won't get any further notifications. So please be connected without logging out. So you're having a web version of the parent portal app. Same way you can have a DSE My Classboard. If you're typing in the Google, obviously you can get this web version of this parent app. The username and the password will remain same for the web version as well as for your app. So once if you're logging with your web version, you can see the screen over here, whatever you're seeing in the screen right now. This is a login page of the web version. Once if you're clicking on it, after keeping your login ID and password, you can see this window. In the window, whatever we have seen in the just now in the app, you will get the same options over here. So you can follow us on website, you can follow us on Facebook, Insta and YouTube channel. Thank you. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, ma'am, for making things sound so simple. It's time now for the open forum, where all your queries and concerns will be addressed. A query from a parent that lunch box should be checked after finishing the lunch, as the child is not having the lunch properly.
I think this most of the HRTs do. I, as the previous coordinator, I know it, that all the HRTs, they have lunch monitors, or they themselves also check the lunch boxes. The children are supposed to show the empty lunch boxes to the class teachers. But in spite of that, there are times when the children, because there is too much, or sometimes, you know, there is food which they don't like, so they do not eat. So in those cases, maybe it must be coming back without eating.
Thank you,
To
ma'am.
add to that, the parent also should check why the child is not eating.
Yeah.
That's very, very important. What is the reason? Is it is because you are sending too many boxes of lunch, or you are sending the food stuff what the child does not like? So please find out what is the reason, and surely we look into that. Thank you.
A parent had a concern regarding that to extend the break time, as the buses are coming so early in the morning and the child is not having breakfast in the morning.
You mean, I think we should make the children to have a proper timing. That is very, very important, a schedule. This is the time the child should go to bed, and child should get up early, get ready, have the breakfast, and be ready for the school. Yeah, we can't have, the extended break. Then, there's sufficient smaller children we give, but the bigger children, as they go, they should be able to manage the timing. So before they start for the school, they should have completed their breakfast. That is very, very important. If they get up late, then get ready and run to school. No. Children should sleep early. They should have proper rest, and they have to get up early morning, get ready, have their breakfast, and be ready for the bus or the school.
Thank you, sir. I request parents to post your queries on WhatsApp groups.
Tuesdays, I think one parent has asked, children should come in school uniform only. Sports uniform, it's only on Fridays. Though we have activity on Tuesday, they can come in school uniform, and Fridays they should come in sports uniform. Yeah, we have already told regarding, please kindly ensure all kids are bringing vegetarian food. We have already told this. Children are expected to bring vegetarian snacks and lunch. So please, I request all the parents to adhere to this rule. It will be useful for everyone. You can have breakfast and dinner, but snacks and lunch should be vegetarian food. Thank you, parents.
One of the parent has sent a message to the class teacher so that to send all the notes so that the pending work can be completed before the school reopen. All this was sent.
But all the notes have been sent. All the work which was done in the month of April, everything has been uploaded in the MCB also, and it was sent in the WhatsApp group for the convenience of the parents. It was already done.
I think there are not many questions. Once again, thank you, dear parents, as we start the academic year. We expect your cooperation for the better functioning of the school. If you have got any kind of concerns, please feel free to get in touch with us. We are here for the students, so don't hesitate. If you have got any problems, please get in touch with us. We are always ready to reach out to you and do the best possible to solve your concern.
Thank you, sir and ma'am, for answering the queries and concerns of the parents. Dear parents, we thank you for your patience and trust and hope that we work together proactively to equip our children to acquire better knowledge. With that, we end today's session. Thank you once again. Stay healthy, stay safe. Now I request everyone to rise for the national anthem.